Welcome, finance professionals. In this video, you will learn exactly how I can help you, Economics Ethan, when it comes to writing cover letters. I've produced a cover letter masterclass, which will have a ton of useful tips, experiences, and examples to help you write cover letters to apply for top corporate careers. My name is Economics Ethan. I have over 10 years experience within the investment banking industry. I've worked at top investment banks such as Goldman Sachs. I've also successfully applied and secured many interviews, including to the final round, at top companies like JP Citi, and Credit Suisse. Here's a brief disclaimer when it comes to some key points you need to be aware of before we move on. Are you pursuing a top career, your dream finance career, in any of these areas? And you're looking to secure a 250K plus finance career? Maybe you're applying for investment banking, sales and training, private equity, hedge funds, asset management, finance and accounting roles, or any cryptocurrency or management consultancy firm. Well, this career course I've produced around writing cover letters is very important, and it'll help you take the first step. Now, the first step in creating an excellent cover letter to represent you are the best candidate for this career opportunity, you need to stand out from the competition. You need to make sure you attract the attention of top finance recruiters and powerful hiring managers. Your cover letter needs to demonstrate that you have essential skills and relevant experience, as well as in-depth understanding of the company and the role. However, when it comes to writing cover letters to top finance firms and making that right first impression, it might be a bit confusing, right? So where do you start with improving your cover letters? What will attract the attention of top recruiters offering these high-paying salary roles? How should you phrase and structure your cover letter? These are all important questions that I can help you answer using my successful cover letter strategy that helped me secure jobs at Goldman Sachs, JP Credit Suisse, and Deutsche Bank, and so much more. Now, in this cover letter, I'll help you with all these strategies. And as you can see here, this strategy has been successful. As I mentioned before, working at Goldman Sachs, JP Citigroup, and Deutsche. Well, I've worked at Goldman Sachs, several other hedge funds, several other investment banks I can't mention, but I've also successfully interviewed at some of these companies here. There's many other companies I could go through, like CVC, a private equity firm, Arrowgrass, a hedge fund, KPMG, the management consultancy, another hedge fund asset manager such as Citadel. And I mentioned a few banks here. So there's tons of examples I could talk you through where this strategy has worked successfully. Now, I understand that attracting attention of recruiters at top finance firms is hard until you learn the successful writing strategies in this cover letter masterclass. It's tough if you've studied hard at university or you have some relevant work experience on your CV or resume, but you're still struggling to attract the attention of top recruiters at top finance firms. Now, I'm here to help make the process easy for you when it comes to writing cover letters for top companies. And in this masterclass, you'll learn successful strategies for enhancing your cover letters to secure your dream career in the finance industry. Now, when it comes to writing tailor-made cover letters and writing speculative cover letters and so many other issues, I have covered these all in my masterclass. So in this masterclass, what is covered? There are different strategies on how to write cover letters to convey your motivation, how to apply for fantastic, fulfilling finance careers in an effective way with your cover letters, how to write tailor-made cover letters for specific companies and your specific finance niche and your dream career, and how to write speculative cover letters. Now, what is a speculative cover letter? This is a unique strategy you can use to apply for top companies. And I use this when applying for major hedge funds, and I got many interviews, including final round interviews, through applying through this strategy. And a speculative cover letter is where you write a cover letter about your skills, the company you want to work for, and you attach your CV and send it out to various companies. What you're doing is you're reaching out to key stakeholders, key contacts at those companies, even if they don't have a job on offer. You're letting them know, listen, I'm very enthusiastic about working for your company, and I would like to enjoy the opportunity to work there, and these are the skills I have to offer. So that's very important to cover, and it's covered in this masterclass, and will really help boost your career prospects by giving you tons of different options in terms of applications and career application strategies. Now, what do we have here next? Other things included in the cover letter masterclass is how to solve frequent cover letter challenges, like how to structure the cover letter, how to include the relevant information, what to do if you don't have a contact at the company, how to refer to various aspects of the company's good features about your strong skills. And also there's a section in the cover letter masterclass covering overcoming career obstacles. Maybe you lack experience, you have not so good grades in your university. Maybe you didn't go to a top university that the company normally hires for. I will give you a strategy to overcome a lot of these career obstacles. So now we can move on. See, this career masterclass covering cover letters does a lot more than simply the points I mentioned. I include 2 bonuses, free included as part of the course, and I cover over 50 successful cover letter examples for top careers across investment banking, hedge funds, private equity firms, amazing asset managers, accounting firms, management consultancies, fintechs, and cryptocurrency firms. So what I do is I have all these examples. So by the time you've covered the course content, you've read through all these examples, you will be able to apply very easily to tons of top companies, quickly write cover letters that are tailored to many different companies, many different niches. Because I know when you're applying for a job in the finance industry, you're not just applying for the top 5 investment banks, you're applying for a ton of different hedge funds, private equity companies, maybe management consultancies. So this is a holistic strategy with a ton of examples, and you can use all these examples, use the phrasing, use the wording, use the different company research, all the little nuances that help a cover letter stand out is fully covered in these examples. Now, not only do we have that one bonus, we have 2 bonuses in this course. Now, the second bonus in this course, in this masterclass, you will understand how to write reports that you can use in your job applications. Now, what do I mean by writing a report? Typically, when you apply for a job, what do you write? You have your CV and you have your cover letter. Now, if you really want to stand out from the competition, get those interviews, get the attention of recruiters, you need to do a bit more than that. In my opinion, if you write a report anywhere from, say, around 500 words, 300 to 500, maybe slightly longer, 700-word report on a particular topic in the finance niche, maybe it's you simply saying that I'm in this example you can see on your screen, you're applying for a cryptocurrency firm. So you're going to have a brief report writing, here's some of the risk management challenges that we're going to face in this industry. What you're showing is your industry expertise, your enthusiasm. You're so enthusiastic to work in this industry that you've written a brief report. Now, if a recruiting manager, a recruiter or a hiring manager review your CV and cover letter, everyone has a CV and cover letter, but having a report in addition to that, showing your expertise, doesn't have to be very long, but I'll show you how to write this step by step with a tons of ideas, examples, structure, and everything else. So you can write one of these reports and simply attach it to all your applications and stand out from your competition. Now, I know you might still not be sure. You might be thinking, does this strategy really work? Can I trust Economics Ethan? Will this cover letter masterclass really help me with my career, my job applications, and help me with my success? So if you're still not sure, I've included an example of where the strategy has worked successfully in addition to the previous companies I mentioned before. In this brief screenshot, I've removed some personal details, but what it's outlining is a recent recruiter, Barclay Simpson, that reached out to me. They're a top finance recruiter in London, and they emailed me after reviewing my 3 good features of my personal professional brand, my LinkedIn profile, my cover letters, and my CV. And they reviewed this, and because I have these good strategies that I've used that I will teach you in the masterclass itself, they reached out to me and they're offering, here's a good opportunity on the public side. They've given me a full job description about this type of role. And because of my good job application strategy, which you'll learn in the masterclass, you can see they're offering me an opportunity to work here at a global investment bank at a vice president level, covering fixed income, equities, and FX, and working alongside 120 traders. So this is a very good sign and evidence of how this strategy can work effectively. Now, after this masterclass, you could also receive these messages offering fantastic high-paying career opportunities. This will help you when it comes to building your personal professional brand, getting those high-paying opportunities. And if you start today and enhance your cover letters, you will be able to really move forward with your career and have a positive impact on all your job applications. Now, this cover letter masterclass, as you can see, summarize some of the key points on your screen right now. It's a small price to pay. It's a small investment in your own personal professional branding, and it could have a big payoff. Like, imagine you use these strategies, you apply for 10, 20 companies, you get 10 or so interviews, you reach the final round in about 5 of those cases, and you have a massive salary boost, right? So only a small investment through doing the masterclass, 5 hours or so reviewing the content, the cost of the course itself is a small price to pay when it could pay incredible dividends, incredible payoff in terms of your future career growth prospects. Now, if you're still not sure, I do offer a discovery call, which is a brief 15-minute call where I can talk you through any questions you have about your career, writing cover letters, or anything else, and help you talk you through that and let you know what I offer to you in terms of courses, services to help you boost your career prospects, your potential, your earning potential, and everything else. Now, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Also, leave a like if this video was quite easy for you to understand. I hope you consider the cover letter masterclass. It will really be a difference maker, and it's been a difference maker for myself over the last 10 years in the investment banking industry. And if you're looking to boost your career, of course, have a look at this free playlist covering many cover letter tips to help you boost your career prospects. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.